Hey everyone! Welcome back to my vlog, and I'm Mela from the Melry Studio. And today's topic is how to save money in 2020. How about you? What are your 2020 goals when it comes to money? In 2009, we got into a very bad debt when we borrowed 500,000 dirhams from the bank to start a business, but then our business partner ran away with it. And so my goal back then was to pay off that debt. However, our salaries were not even enough for our monthly installments. So I really got into budgeting, and I tried to research how best we can pay off that debt by trying to cut off expenses and all that. And today I'll be sharing with you tips on how to save money in 2020. So tune in! So what are your 2020 goals? I hope saving money is one of them. Maybe you save money to buy a house, to buy a new car, to save up for retirement. Whatever is your goal, I know all of us, almost all of us, would want to be better with money. Before I share with you the 9 tips on how to save money, first we need to change our mindset towards money. Money is not evil. Love of money is. Because if we have the wrong mindset of money, we will not be able to acquire more of it. If having a lot of money makes you feel guilty, then you won't be able to get that abundant mindset. So you won't be able to get money because your subconscious is stopping you from getting that money because you feel having a lot of money is evil. You have that subconscious that trying to work hard for money will alienate you from society or will alienate you from your family. So first, remove that mindset, because having a lot of money doesn't mean you're evil, but loving it and being greedy about it and not sharing it is. So there's a lot of philanthropists like Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, who has a lot of money and they continue to get more money because they are great philanthropists. So once you get rid of that mindset, let's now start with my first tip on how to save money in 2020. My first tip is set a financial goal for this year. So what is your financial goal? So again, it's very important to set a financial goal because you know that figure in your mind that you want to achieve this year. Is it $1 million? Is it $500,000? If it's $100,000? Or is it enough money for you to get out of debt? If you're having student loans or if you want to pay up loans this year, maybe that's your financial goal. As long as you have financial goal this year, it's important that you write it down and always review your financial goal and how far you are away from it. How much do you want to save this year? If you don't have a financial goal, think of it right now. How much do you want to save by the end of the year? My second tip is something that I've been doing way back when I started working, which means I have been doing this since 2001. It is keeping records of your earnings and expenses. I write down every expense up to the last penny that I spent. So even if it's a $1 or in UAE, it's 1 dirham, or in the Philippines, it's 1 peso, I record it. Even if it's 2 pesos or 2 dirhams. It's important for me to keep track of my earnings and expenses. Right now, I use an app called Expense Pro app. And if you have an app that you use, please do comment it below and share it with our viewers so they know what kind of app you use to keep track of your expenses and earnings. It's very important that you keep track of your expenses and earnings because then you can look for ways on how to cut on those expenses and how you can boost your earnings. I review it every month and then I compare year after year of those expenses and on ways how I can cut back on some of the expenses that I've been making. So when you record your expenses, you will find out sometimes that you have unnecessary expenses that you can get rid of, like unnecessary subscriptions that you're paying for but you're not using. So if you don't track your expenses and records, you will not find out these unnecessary expenses that you can get rid of. Have a notebook for that and watch your spending pattern so you can control yourself and stop yourself from spending. Once you have a record of your expenses, it's very easy for you to create budgets every year. That's my third tip. Create a budget and stick to it. Like for example, if you have watched my video on the cost of living here in Dubai, I have shared the link below. You will know the average cost of how much it is to live here in Dubai. Now, if you have a budget that you have planned for because you have tracked your expenses and you know this is your spending pattern, you can create budget that you know that on average you spend, let's say, 1,000 dirhams or $300 for food, but you know you can still spend less by saving on groceries or eating in restaurants less. So you can stick to the budget that you're setting yourself because you know that based on your average or based on your track record that you can cut on some of those expenses. So my Expense Pro app allows me to set a budget. So whenever I eat outside, I enter it on my app. I check every day or check every week to see how much money will I be able to spend still. Like, oh, I reached my limit, then I won't be able to eat outside anymore, or then I have to maybe eat leftovers from the fridge. Tip number 4, for me to be able to stick to a budget, I did an envelope method. So way back in 2009 when we were in bad debt, I had to really stick to a budget. And so what I did, I set aside the money that I can spend on each category already and put them in envelopes. Like for example, for petrol, I know that I will be spending this much. For example, 500 dirhams on petrol for a whole month. So I keep that in an envelope. And I know that I'll be spending this much on rent. So I keep that in one envelope. And I keep one envelope for groceries. I spend on average, let's say, 1,500 dirhams for groceries every month, and I set that and keep that in one envelope, and so on and so forth. So I have maybe 8 envelopes or 6 envelopes in my bag, and I should not spend money dedicated in those envelopes for other things. Like I cannot steal from grocery envelope to spend on clothes. It helps me avoid impulsive buying because I don't have any money set aside for impulse purchases. My 5th tip is to stay away from the sale trap. So in Dubai, you get this DSF, Dubai Shopping Festival. You get the Dubai Summer Surprise. There is a sale almost every season. You'll see signs from 50 to 90% off. So there are a lot of those signs. Even online shopping, there's a noon email or newsletter on Amazon notification that Black Friday sale is on. You'll be tempted to check out those items on sale and you'll be like, oh, I like this and it's only this much now, it's 50% off. And then you go to the mall and you see a dress that you like and say like, hey, this is already 75% off. So actually, it's not that you're saving, you're spending something on something that you really don't need, but it's just that the enticement that is half off or there's a big discount on that item, that's what enticing you to buy it. But you're not gonna be saving money, you're spending it. And if you want to stick on a budget, try to avoid those sales, promotions. Try to stay at home, be productive, and maybe instead look for ways to earn more. So a good advice when you're in the mall and you're window shopping and you cannot help but window shop, maybe you went there to pay some bills or to get groceries and then you pass by your favorite store and then you see this new collection that they have that's on sale. A good advice is the 24-hour rule. What is the 24-hour rule? So when you see something and you think you really like it, what you should do is sleep on it. What do I mean? Go home, sleep, and if you still want it the next day and you have extra money for it, then go ahead and buy it. If there's something that you want to buy and that really makes you feel happy, then go ahead and do it. It's just that for most people, material things don't buy you happiness. That's why the 24-hour rule is very important. It's because you can ask yourself, you can sleep on it and ask yourself, my saving goal is more important or buying this is more important? So you can think about it instead of going ahead and buying it as soon as you see something. There's a lot of salespeople and a lot of ads that has the word limited time only, last piece. These are marketing schemes that definitely work because a lot of people buy when they see limited slots, limited time, last chance. They are tactics that are really effective in convincing the consumer to buy. So yes, be aware of these tactics and make sure if you want something, sleep on it. Maybe if it's not there the next day, then it's okay. It's not meant for you. So remember the 24-hour rule. And my number 6 tip is stay away from the get-rich-quick money scheme. There's a lot out there. Be a member of this. Be a member of that. I know a lot of people who got scammed by these schemes because they want to earn money quick. Stay away from those schemes if you want to save money. If you don't want to lose all your savings, stay away from these people that tells you that you can get rich quick. They promise you that you will get rich quick in this amount of time by convincing other people to join too. These are schemes that will rob you of your savings. Earning a lot of money takes a lot of hard work and dedication and determination. There's no such thing as you will be rich or get money unless you win the lottery, which is 1 in a million or 1 in 100,000. My number 7 tip is out of sight, out of mind. I saw this article about a Filipino who saved 1 million pesos in 3 years because he quit smoking. He went on a diet, he quit buying expensive stuff, and he was able to save 1 million pesos in 3 years. There's this video of him opening his piggy banks, the money that he stored away, and it amounted to 1 million pesos. So out of sight, out of mind. So when we're saving money, try to put it away somewhere that you don't see it, that you don't have access to it. So when the time is right, when you open it, you'll be surprised at how much you have saved, and you'll be happy with yourself that you have saved so much. My number 8 tip is be creative in earning cash. I used to go in wholesale stores and buy wholesale stuff and then sell it online for double the price or triple the price. I used to do this when I was single, when I had plenty of time. I also did carpooling, and I also did part-time interior design works way back when I was single. If you get creative, there's a lot of ways that you can earn extra cash. Actually, nowadays, it's easier to earn extra cash with Upwork and with Fiverr. Be creative in earning extra cash. What I did was, okay, I want to earn extra 500 dirhams or extra $100. So this will pay off my rent for the month. So that's the first goal that I said I will try to achieve. Because then if you chop it down to like trying to pay off this expense and this expense, you will not get overwhelmed versus I want to have a business that earns $5,000 a month. If you break it down and try to achieve small increments of earnings, it's not going to overwhelm you, and it will enable you to think creatively on how to earn extra cash. And when you want to earn passive income, try to think of something that you can easily scale. Because time is the most important currency right now, and you don't want to exchange so much of your time just to earn a little bit of cash. My 9th and final tip is coupons, discount vouchers, ways that you can save on your spending. So I have the Entertainer app. I've been using Entertainer for the past, I don't know how many years now, more than 5 years now, I think, or ever since that it was founded in Dubai. I use Entertainer because I know me and my husband eats a lot outside. The Entertainer has those, like it has buy one get one for meals. It helps us save, like we can go to Wild Wadi with buy one get one tickets, and we can go to desert safaris, buy one get one. We can eat in a fancy restaurant with the same amount that we spent in a fast food because we have bought the meals with our Entertainer voucher, with our Entertainer app. So if you're not single, or maybe you're staying with family here, the Entertainer app is really useful. And now I also have the Smiles app. This is from Etisalat. They offer free movie tickets. They also have the same buy one get one promotions. It's really useful to have these apps on your phone. And there's also this Facebook page that I recommend. It's called the Dirham Stretcher. It is a closed group, but I would recommend that you try to join the group. It's a community of people who are very conscious in spending too. So they share places where you can save money. They share tips on how you can save money. They share where you can find the best buys. It's a very helpful Facebook page that you can join, but it's only for UAE residents because they don't share offers abroad. So yes, if you're here in the UAE, I suggest that you join this Facebook page. And my bonus tip for the day is using credit card points. I have a credit card that gives me points, and I'm able to redeem those points for gift cards, small gift cards. I was able to buy IKEA stuff using those points. So I was able to add additional stuff to my home that I did not include in my budget, but using those credit card points, I was able to buy the things that I like. Credit cards are not really bad as long as you are wise in using it. And what I do whenever I have a credit card purchase, I already put away that money that I know that I'll be paying my credit card. So I put it away and I just use my credit card for points. And if you're not that careful with money, I advise you don't get credit cards. But if you know that you're going to be that careful with credit cards or spending money in your purchases, then I suggest that get yourself a credit card. And try to get credit cards that are free for life, because you don't want to pay annual fees. If you pay annual fees, that just cancels out your points. So I hope these 10 tips were useful for you. I hope it helped you plan your budget for the year. And let me know by the end of the year how much you have saved, or if you were able to buy that dream house or dream car that you were saving for. And if you have other tips there, please do comment down below, and we'll be happy to share them with our viewers. And again, if you like this video, hit the like button below. It will be really helpful. And please do subscribe to my channel for more videos to come. See you again. Bye.